Well, Eli, it's that time.
It is that time.
Can you believe it's volleyball season? Here we go.
I can't, honestly. I was talking to Allie about it just a couple days ago, how it was my first game just last year, and the years went by like that.
Yep.
A lot of things have changed, though, but
that's for sure. A lot has changed in the last year. Aaron West along with Eli Bells, and it's the home opener for the Tigers this year. This is their first volleyball in the game, in this gym.
Yeah, and and they've came off of a tournament last weekend going 3-3, which made themselves the goal bracket, and Kuemper coming into it 3-3 too. And this is a rivalry matchup that seems to always come first game of the season.
It's the first game.
Couple top teams in the Hawkeye 10. And it always seems like right off the bat they're playing each other, and then down on towards the season, just like last year in the state semifinals, Hawkeye 10 seems to find themselves playing in the state tournament.
I had the opportunity to visit with Angie Montgomery, and she was talking about how the Hawkeye 10 was last year and this year, so it's really going to be interesting. The other thing that's kind of interesting, given the situation, it's senior night.
Yeah.
Home opener, first volleyball game here, it's senior night tonight.
You might as well get it done now because you
just never know.
You never know, and you don't want to take anything for granted. It's just like this weekend, South's senior night for football is already the second game of the season. I was like, wait, it is? So I make sure I got to go to that. But, yeah, senior night already.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable that it's senior night. We're here. It's volleyball time, and we're going to have some introductions with some seniors here. We're going to step away quick, Eli, for a break. We're going to come back, and I have, if I can locate it here, some information on the seniors. Okay, before we do that, though, let's tell people. They can listen here on KCSI 95.3.
Yep.
We love for them to do that.
Exactly.
Also, they can go to our Facebook page.
Yep.
There's a post on there with the link. Click on that link. It'll take you to our YouTube page.
Yes.
And then we're going to be streaming tonight on YouTube. So you can just go to our YouTube page, search for KCSI Radio, like and subscribe while you're there.
Exactly. We need those.
For sure. Like and subscribe while you're there. And you can watch. We're going to bring the volleyball match to you here tonight. We're going to have senior night as well. So kind of a big night here in Red Oak. Limited capacity. I mean, it's just that's the lay of the land now.
Yep.
So,
and you know what? It still seems pretty full. It still kind of feels like a home game feeling, even though you're sitting every other row. You only allowed 4 tickets in. At least you're playing, right?
Yeah. So people are spread out pretty, quite a bit here. So that's a good thing. So, but it's limited capacity. So if you're home and you want to watch it, you can watch it right there. Hop on there. We'll bring it all to you here. It's our first game of the season. Looking forward to it and getting ready to get going. Let's take a quick break, Eli. Check in with some of our sponsors, and then we'll come back and have senior night right after these messages. Eli, for our people that are watching online, I want to say that Southwestern Community College pregame show. You're listening to the pregame show. We're going to have senior night, so if you're watching on our Facebook page, if you're or on YouTube, you'll see that they're standing out. We're getting set for senior night here, and we want to say thanks to the fine folks at Southwestern Community College for being our pre-match sponsor here this evening. So thanks to them for doing that. Bank as well, and now back to our streaming audience as well. Getting set for our senior night festivities. And here in Red Oak, Aaron West along with Eli Bells, Lori Lathrop back in our central studio taking care of things there for us, and certainly appreciate that. But should be it's going to be fun to see what, for the Red Oak Tigers, Eli, they have a lot of girls that had a lot of experience.
Yep.
Obviously, big class went out last year, so you're going to see some familiar faces and from some familiar names. It'll just be interesting to see how they respond. And like you say, opening up with Kuemper, Tigers are wanting to play ball because Kuemper got them twice last year.
Yeah, and they got them right when it counted, too, at the state semifinals. What a game there that was. But, and kind of Red Oak, Kuemper, both traditionally well programs here for volleyball. Seems like every single year, big class graduates, they just reload. Yep.
So it's going to be a lot of fun to kind of see how this game shakes out. I know a lot of emotion usually goes into these games. Kuemper's always good, it seems like. They're just always good.
Always well-rounded, well-coached. They're going to come and bring it tonight.
Absolutely. Aaron West along with Eli Bells. You can go over to our Facebook page. There's a link on our Facebook page. I think even Instagram.
Yeah, it should be. Melanie's getting it done.
I think Melanie put it on. She says she's going to take over social media director position, Eli. So, but I think on Instagram too, and that's going to direct you all back to our YouTube page as well. So you can watch it on YouTube, and we would appreciate that. We're getting set for senior night. We have a little bit of discussion going on right now with that around those activities. So what we're gonna do is step away for just a minute, take a break, check in with our sponsors, and then we'll be back with senior night, and we'll bring it to you here. Have some of the seniors, a pretty small senior class really for the Tigers coming into tonight's ball
I think
game.
Only 4 seniors on this very heavily junior-oriented team.
They have 3 seniors, and then Kobe Johnson is the manager for the team, but 3 seniors on the court for the Tigers. So a pretty small senior class all in all, which, again, Tigers, they're gonna come out. They're weighted heavily with the younger athletes, so it'll be interesting to see how that shakes out as well. Let's take a quick break, Eli, and we'll be right back after these messages. And our folks joining us online, we're going to have our radio audience, Chloe DeVries. And again, it's senior night, so a special thanks to the 4 seniors that Red Oak has here. And we'll introduce our senior volleyball student athletes. And we're going to have our radio audience join us here this evening in the Southwest Community College pregame show. Chloe DeVries, the daughter of Ron and Jackie DeVries, and welcome back to our radio audience. Chloe DeVries is the daughter of Ron and Jackie DeVries. She's been involved in volleyball, cross country, basketball, track, golf, baseball manager, National Honor Society, student council, litter crew, Tiger Link crew, and graduation. After graduation, Chloe plans to attend a 4-year university and study pre-med. Kobe Johnson, the son of Billy King, has been involved as a volleyball manager and participated in basketball, baseball, and litter critter crew. Kobe is committed to Clark University to play volleyball, where he will major in computer science. Kobe is the brother of Lexi Johnson, and you'll remember last year, Chloe Johnson. Abby Jones is the daughter of Andy and Susan Jones. She's involved in volleyball and basketball. After graduation, Abby plans to attend college, earn a business degree, and further her volleyball career. That's Abby Jones. And the third senior night recognition will go to Cameron Went. Cameron is the daughter of Aaron and Heidi Went. She's involved in volleyball, softball, and FFA. After graduation, her plans include attending college to earn a business degree. That is Cameron Went. Our seniors, and it is senior night, kind of a unique situation. Congratulations to those seniors and for all their hard work through the years. The Red Oak Tiger seniors. 4 seniors on the court. Again, Chloe DeVries, Kobe Johnson, Abby Jones, and Cameron Went. And Jan Castlerenan are out there getting set for a photo here, and I think Coach Montgomery will maybe have a word to say about her seniors. Again, the opening game for this gym for volleyball for the Red Oak Tigers, opening game of the season at home for the Red Oak Tigers, and it is senior night. So kind of a big night, Eli.
Yeah, big night all around. Like you said, with everything going on in the world right now, it's just glad to be able to play volleyball, get a senior night in just in case you don't know what's going to happen. But, what a night to have it facing Kuemper.
Yeah, absolutely. Kuemper's always fun. When they come to town, they're going to be ready to play.
Yep, exactly.
So,
well coached, well-rounded.
Yep, and always have a lot of great athletes from up in Kuemper, up in that area. So, they're going to be ready to play ball. So, big night for those young folks, and like to see them out there enjoying these festivities, and really happy that they get to do it this year, to be honest with you. So I just hope that we can continue to do this all season long, Eli.
Yeah, and that's the thing is with football, volleyball, everything up in the air, and wrestling's going to be tough especially, but being able to get to do something, get out of the house, get back into school, trying to get in a routine of things and make things just a little more normal. And that's what volleyball is kind of helping them do right now.
I don't think you're going to see a lot of difference in the play this year, but there are some restrictions, like you're not going to see them switching the benches like typically they do between sets. They aren't going to do that this year unless the official determines that there's an obvious advantage for one team. Then he may make that determination, or she may make that determination. So that's one thing that you might see. Another thing that you're not going to notice in the gym, but they can't play side by side like they used to. We're here, I don't know if you noticed this evening, a lot of times they have 2 nets up and teams going side by side. That's not the case. They're in the orange gym and then the black gym, so that you don't have teams playing side by side is another thing. And recognition for Chloe DeVries on the court now with 1,000 assists. She got that over the tournament last weekend at Bondurant Farrar. So being recognized, Chloe DeVries with 1,000 assists for Chloe, and congratulations to her. And I think it's just about time to get underway with some warm-ups here, Eli.
That's right. We're getting ready to go here. I think everybody's anxious to kind of get things going here. And like you were saying, with that side-to-side, that's got to be long tournaments now. That's got to be long, gritty days.
So,
and you know what?
Some tournaments were eliminated because of that, or reduced the number of teams, just because, even when you can get 2 or 3 courts going, it takes a long time. But when you eliminate that, my goodness,
because you can get 4 games going on in 2 gyms, and gosh, now you're cutting that in half.
Yep. So anyway, officials are coming into the gym. I think we're about ready to get started, maybe getting into some warm-ups and getting ready for volleyball time. I'm kind of excited, Eli. I'm looking forward to it.
I was telling Allie down the Ville, I said, this is the first game we're kind of doing. Well, you're not playing, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah. So it certainly brings a different level of emotion to the game. That's for sure.
Certainly does.
But anyway, the folks here, Mark Erickson has been very hospitable to us, as he always is, to make sure that we have everything we need this evening, and our thanks to Mr. Erickson for that. Let's take a quick break, Eli. We're going to step away for a few minutes, and we'll be back with some more, kind of looking into what we can expect for today's game right after these messages. And to our folks watching online, we want to say thanks to you for watching online. We appreciate it. And thanks to Southwestern Community College for our pre-match sponsor here this evening. We certainly appreciate them being our pre-match sponsor and making it possible kind of have the feed up and going and showing you what's going on in the gym. So our thanks to Southwestern Community College for bringing you. This is the home opener for the Tigers here, the Red Oak Tigers and the Carroll Kuemper Knights. Should be a good one. I know the last few years, whenever these two teams get together, it's just been a lot of fun to watch. So.
Always usually been 5 sets. I bet we can see that tonight, too.
We'll have to see what happens. But thanks to Southwestern Community College to make our pregame show sponsor possible for our streaming on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Instagram. I think we have a link. All of those, they're going to point you right back to our YouTube channel. But remember to like and subscribe while you're there and watch. And we're going to try to do this all season as long as we can, Eli.
Exactly. And with COVID restrictions, it's kind of perfect sitting here right for you. You can still get the game here.
Yep. So, but I think people are spaced out pretty well, aren't they, Eli? I mean, if you look around, I see quite a few masks around the gym, and people are spaced out. So people are trying to mind the rules. And
exactly. And they want to mind the rules, too, because they want to see everybody play. It'd be terrible to see a season get cut short. Kind of talking with Silas and his football coach back up at home with Coach Woodrow, saying the same thing. He said he just feel awful if something could come to an end, so you just do everything you can with all the precautions, and then just go with it.
Rams are poised to have a pretty good year. Yeah, and across a lot of sports. Really.
It looks like it right now. Silas, they play Trainer here on Friday. I'll be back up at that game, and he's very excited. I will say that. And then for volleyball side too.
Oh my, yeah, they're going to be tough.
They are pretty loaded with some young talent and with some upperclassmen talent too.
So it should be fun to watch that. So. And Tigers are on the court, the Knights are on the court, and we're having warm-ups, Eli. It's time for volleyball time here in Red Oak, and the Red Oak Tigers home opener, not the season opener, the home opener here against the Knights in town. So, Eli, let's take a look if we can here, and let's start with some stats that we have on the year. Where are these teams at? Kind of stack them up for me.
Yeah, right here I had to make a couple adjustments, ask some volleyball pros here if I can get these stats right. So on the efficiency on the year so far, Kuemper at a .154, Red Oak at a .196.
It's early in the year.
I'm not in math back at school, so I'll say that. Kills for Kuemper at 120, Red Oak at 162. Serving percentage, Kuemper at 85.5, Red Oak 93.1. And this is a big one here, too. Blocks, 15 for Kuemper and 35 for Red Oak here.
Wow.
In both of those 6 games here, they're even right now with that. Service aces, Kuemper with 18, Red Oak with 28. And digs on the year, Kuemper with 200 and Red Oak with 278. On paper, it looks here like Red Oak's going to be winning this match, but you know what? That's not how volleyball works.
You have to show up and play. I mean, and momentum, that's the thing we say every year, every match. Momentum is so huge in volleyball.
And that's the thing. And now it's almost superstition now, I think, with coaches picking their side where they want to be on. And you notice that with last year, too. Even talking with Valley, they said, we love the side that's away from the student section, of course, because then – but now, like you said, the referee can switch if they want. But, it's – kind of a little superstition mind game thing, and momentum's huge. Once you get on those rallies, it's kind of hard to stop you.
All right, yep. And, boy, you mentioned the blocks, too. And I know in Bondurant Farrar, Lennon O'Neill for the Tigers, I think she led on the weekend with, 11 or 12 blocks, something like that. So had a big weekend for the Tigers. Let's take a quick break here, Elia. We're going to step away for a minute. We'll come back and look at some individual statistics right after these messages. And for our people watching online, Eli, thanks for watching online. We appreciate it. And thanks to Southwestern Community College for being our pre-match sponsor. We sure appreciate that to make it possible for us to be here and bring streaming. I think that adds a whole element to get to watch it, Eli. Watching the sports online, it's a fun thing.
It is fun, and the nice thing is, too, we can do instant replays on this. I know I had a lot of fun with that last year.
You're going to step up the game this year, Eli?
We're going to try. And even at the fair, I try to do just to play around with that. If you watched our live streams there, just kind of fun thing with that. But, it's really nice. Kind of just like you can hook this up with an HDMI cable right up to your TV. It's just like you're watching it live on TV.
You can just watch it right there on your big screen at home, and it's almost like being here, Eli.
Exactly.
Almost.
And you got the best commentators in Southwest Iowa, I'll say. So you're right there with us.
We're going to take a break when we have our radio audience join us in just a minute. Oak, Tigers on the court, Knights on the court. It's we're probably about 12 minutes away here from the opening serve here in Red Oak. Warm-ups are a little different, Eli. You notice there's not the over-the-net stuff between the teams. So we'll see how that works out. So I'm kind of excited to see. But let's look at some statistics. You kind of look at some team statistics of what we have so far. Both of these teams have played 6 matches this year. They're both 3-3 on the season. Mm-hmm. What do we have individually? Let's look at the Kuemper Knights.
Yep, so right here, Sophie Bading, she is a name that's well known throughout Kuemper here. I think she's been on the squad for 4 years now. She's got 30 kills here on this season with 5 blocks and 2.1 kills per set. And then Kinsey Schoen with 32 kills on the season, 3 blocks, and 75.8 from the service line, and averaging 2.3 kills per set.
So for your Kuemper Knights, the Bading, that's a name we've been hearing for a long time. From
long
Kuemper.
Time. Seems like they just never graduate. There's one in, there's one out, one in, and one out.
And good athletes.
Yes, very good athletes, and they're going to kind of bring, I think, the leadership onto the court here. Like I said, after getting to the state semifinals, actually the state finals last year.
To the finals, in 5 over the Tigers. I remember it well.
Oh, yeah. We do remember that. That was a very adrenaline rush game for me, even sitting in the stands.
It certainly was.
But, and they're here to lead their teams. Coaches know that they're going to be the leaders of this team here, trying to bring the energy back and get the season started with a conference game right off the bat.
All right. Now, Eli, let's take a quick break. And then we're going to come back to look at the individual stats for the Red Oak Tigers right after these messages. Back to Red Oak. Let's do a quick update. We did have a couple of matches early here. In first, let's start in freshman play. It was Kuemper over the Red Oak Tigers in freshman play in a game that took place prior here this evening. Kuemper 25, Red Oak 17, set 1, set 2. Kuemper 25, Red Oak 22. That's in freshman play. So 2-zip, Kuemper wins in freshman. In junior varsity play, it was Kuemper over the Red Oak Tigers 25-23. The Tigers take set number 2, 25-19. Then the Knights take set number 3 in junior varsity play, 15-12. So Kuemper comes out on top 2-1 in junior varsity play. Again, it's Kuemper 25-23, 19-25, 15-12 in the junior varsity play here this evening. And we're just about probably 10 minutes or so away from the opening set here in varsity play. Eli, what do we have individually looking at the Tigers? Like I said, 6 games on the season so far. So what are we looking at for the Tigers?
Yep, coming in here, you got 2 names that are very familiar. You got Liz Carbaugh with 30 kills, 7 blocks, and 2-point kills per set. You know, she kind of really got her start in that state semifinals match last year. Is really where she got her name heard. And now she's coming here with nice long, lanky arms. She's able to block, and she's able to get it down. And then another name that's a Hawkeye 10 standout and a state standout with Lexi Johnson with 67 kills on the year so far, 5 blocks, and 4.5 kills per set.
All right, so should be a lot of fun to watch here this evening. And I think we're going to see a good volleyball set here this evening.
Yeah, I think, Red Oak should have a bad taste in their mouth from last year, losing 2 to these guys. But you know what? Right now they're young, but they have experience, I feel like. Some people don't have experience, but you know what? Kuemper's going through the same thing. They're both just reloading here. Going to be fun to watch tonight.
Yep, absolutely. So should be a good game. About 7 minutes away, and quick, I'm going to run through that again. In freshman play, Kuemper comes out 2-zip over the Tigers, 25-17, 25-22. In junior varsity play, it was Kuemper 2-1 coming out on top in junior varsity play, 25-23, 19-25, 15-12. That was in junior varsity play. Those games have taken place here this evening. We have varsity players on the court now warming up, and we're going to step away and take a break. We'll be right back after these messages and look a little bit more into this game right Oak, it's the first varsity game of the year in the gym, a home opener for the Red Oak Tigers. They're 3-3 on the season off the tournament last weekend from Bondurant Farrar. They're up against the Knights. Knights 3-3 on the season. First meeting of these teams this year, and it should be a lot of fun. Aaron West along with Eli Bells here in Red Oak. Eli, what are we looking at? I know the Tigers came in this year preseason ranked, so give me a look at the rankings this year.
Yep, so the preseason rankings, kind of based off of last year's record, who they have coming back, and what's going on, what the Union does. So right here what we have is Red Oak came in the preseason ranked 15th, Des Moines Christian at 14th, Independence at 13th, Sioux Center at 12th, Roland Story 11th, and then 10th here, a ranked matchup with Kuemper at 10th. Coming in the preseason, Emil Steed Floyd Valley at 9th, West Liberty at 8th, Nevada at 7th, Davenport Assumption 6th, Union 5th, Unity Christian 4th, Clarion Goldfield Downs is 3rd, Osage 2nd, and the defending state champs Mount Vernon as 1st.
That's right. So a lot of those names you're going to recognize. Boy, Liz Carbaugh can get up,
yes,
she
can. And kind of watching that last year, too. She's got a year of growth now, working in the offseason. She can get up, and Lexi Johnson can hit hard.
She's strong, so it's going to be fun to watch and see what happens. So their Tigers are warming up now, hitting the ball, and Liz Carbaugh at the net, and my goodness, she can hit the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's for sure.
It's going to be fun to watch here. So Tori Carrick is another one. Chloe DeVries, obviously with her 1,000th assist last weekend, so she was awarded that here. It is senior night here in Red Oak as well. So it's a big night, home opener, first regular volleyball game in this gym, regular season volleyball game in the Orange Gym for the Red Oak Tigers, and it's senior night. All of those things going on here tonight, and good crowd of people, I'd say, overall, Eli.
Yep.
I mean, given the situation.
Yep, good crowd of people here, socially distant, of course, and a lot of people watching our live stream, which is nice. We do appreciate that.
Absolutely, and thanks to those folks for watching here online. So the Tigers come in preseason ranked 15th.
Yep.
And so we'll have to see how this game shakes out. Should be a lot of fun. Tigers on the court now warming up. There's a minute 50 left on the clock in warm-ups here in the pregame, and then there'll be introductions, and we'll be ready to go here in just a few minutes. We're going to step away and take a break and be right back after these messages.
Yep.
And to folks watching online, we appreciate it. Southwestern Community College pregame show. I'm mixed up, Eli. First game of the season here. So
that's right.
The Southwestern Community College pregame show, and thanks to Southwestern Community College for making it possible. Kind of had the camera on, panning around here. Brought you senior night, and our thanks to Southwestern Community College for making that possible. We certainly do appreciate that, and I know quite a few people watching, and thanks to those folks for watching and letting us know that they appreciate that. So, and let the folks know at Southwestern Community College that have brought you this pregame show here in Red Oak tonight. So thanks to those folks, and we're going to be underway here just in about 43 seconds left on the clock here in the warm-ups, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Welcome back to Red Oak. Tigers are on the court warming up, and it's about time for introduction here. Eli, let's look at some lineups first for the Kuemper Knights in tonight's game.
Yep, so the starting lineups here, we should have got these beforehand. I don't know if they're 100% correct, but we're going to go with them.
Hey, they're going to be close.
That's right.
You know what?
You got
By the
them,
way,
right?
I had a nice visit with some nice folks from Carroll Kuemper. I wish I'd have gotten their name because they were just really pleasant to visit with.
There you go. Well,
and some pronunciations, and I'm going to give my caveat here. I always do my best to get the pronunciations correct, and I did talk to some folks from Kuemper to make sure that I get the pronunciations correct. If I pronounce it incorrectly, it's not intentional, but I have done my best. So
and I am not the best with names, as Aaron knows that.
That's my caveat. We make every attempt to get that correct, and just want people to know that right up front.
That's right. So right here for the starting lineups, number 1, Kenya Prescott. Number 2, Ashley Bading. Number 4, Cameron Venner. Number 8, Kinsey Schoen. Number 10, Sophie Bating. Number 11, Avery Peddlety for the Kuemper Knights.
Absolutely. Those are your starting lineups for the starting Knights.
And then for the home team here, Red Oak Tigers, you have number 1, Ashlyn Blackman. Number 7, Tori Carrick. Number 12, Lennon O'Neill. Number 10, Lexi Johnson. Number 5, Chloe DeVries. And number 2, Liz Carba.
So it should be a lot of fun. We're going to having introductions of players here on the court. What do you think, Eli? Are there going to be some nerves? They're going to come out ready to go. Both teams 6-6, or both teams played 6 games, 3-3 on the season. Both teams, last year they went 5 sets in both games that they played, and Kuemper came out on top in both of them. One of was to go to the state finals.
And, and the thing is that was the first game of the season and the last game of the season for the Red Oak Tigers. Both went to 5 sets. And, I think coming into the night, it's new groups on both sides. Definitely nerves going to be flying through. Red Oak's got a home opener, but you know what? Just let it all loose. It doesn't matter right here. What matters is down towards the end of the season. But you get what you can get done tonight, and then you go with it.
And hopefully we get to the end of the season
exactly.
This year.
That's the plan. That state tournament will look a little different, that's for sure, but at least they can get something in here and try to keep it going for the rest of the season.
So I'm kind of excited about it. And I have to say, though, I'm impressed with the crowd of Tigers here this evening.
Yeah, and and that's a nice thing. They come out and support the community about being social distance. Great job by Nate Perrin and Mr. Erickson getting things set up here, getting the gym so it's safe for everybody to come watch the game.
Yep.
And and that we got it online too for you if you don't feel safe coming in the gym. And that's what we got here for you.
You can watch it here. And then so in the gym they have tape down every other bleacher so that the idea is that you sit on every other bleacher, and people pretty much are respecting that from what I can see.
Yep, and as they should, and wearing their mask and just making sure you stay safe, keep your distance from each other, and we're here to play volleyball.
So it should be fun. All right, Eli, we're going to take another break here real quick, and we'll be right back after these messages. And Vern Olson did the national anthem, Eli, just like it should be. Stepped up and just knocked it out of the park. I'm telling you what. So Peyton Bass is also a Tiger that you're going to see on the bench. Macy Boswell, Lainey DeVries, Lennon O'Neill, Merced Ramirez, Olivia Boswell as well. And for the Knights, Aubrey Houghton, Macy Simons, Franny Glenn, Daisy Hawkup, Casey Peter, Kylie Philmeyer, Julia Michelson, and Sophie Roy are the reserves for the Knights. It's just almost time for volleyball here, Eli. We're on the court. Officials are checking the lineups, and it is just about volleyball time here in Red Oak this evening. It's been a fun night. Season opener at home for the Tigers. Senior night. First official Red Oak High School volleyball game in the Orange Gym. So here we go.
Everybody's pumped and ready to go here, it looks like.
Maddie Gelber is in charge of sanitation with the balls. You know, she just has a station set up right down there and has been taking care of. She's wiped, if you notice that. I mean, staying right on it. Tigers doing things right. And back to serve is Kinsey Schoen for the Knights. Behind the line, puts it in play, tips the top of the net, dug up by Abby Jones. Nicely set by DeVries, hit across by Went. And the Tigers are on the board.
Right off the bat, right there.
Right off the bat, nice job. Coming into the ballgame to serve for the Tigers will be Blackman. That's Ashlyn Blackman, a junior for the Red Oak Tigers. Behind the service line, we're set. Ball's hit across into the back row, pushed up front, hit across the net hard by Venner, then DeVries to Carrick. Carrick hits it down, set from DeVries to Tori Carrick, and she hits it down for the Tigers.
Really going to that outside right side here, coming back cross court. Red Oak doing a good job finding the weakness here on the other side.
And back to serve once again is Blackman for the Tigers. That's Ashlyn Blackman, a junior for the Red Oak Tigers. Across the net, low, dug out in the back row by Venner. Pushed up front, hit it by Venner. Jones this time right at the net. DeVries gets under it. Jones passes it to Lexi Johnson. She hits it across the net to the Knights. Then hit hard by Sophie Bading, but the Tigers are there to block it. Tigers, they're up 3-0 here on a 3-0 run.
And that's the start you want right here, especially with a team with this caliber can come at any given moment. You want to start up fast, start up on top.
Across the net from Blackman into the back row, hit by Schoen. Pushed up front, set to Venner. She hits it. Jones digs it to Johnson. Hit by Carrick into the back row. Pushed back up front to Bading. Hit hard now by Schoen. Jones gets under it, but just can't get it back across the net, and the point goes to the Knights.
Great effort, though. You see Jones, she's the starter from last season. She's scrappy, she's communicating, she's all over the court.
Back to serve for the Knights is Ashlyn Bading. Ashlyn Bading, she's a sophomore. Across the net into the back row to Jones. She gets under it. Blackman, Jones across the net. Up front. Set goes to Sophie Bading, and she hits it down hard for the Knights. 3-2, Tigers lead. First set of the match. Back to serve is Ashlyn Bading. She's a 5'7" sophomore for the Knights here this evening. Serves across the net. Received by Carrick to DeVries. Hit hard by Lexi Johnson. And we have 4 hits on the Tigers.
And Kuemper's starting to crawl their way back into this 3-3 here. Still very early in the match. Red Oak can be able to keep their cool, and Kuemper's going to try to keep bringing on the pressure.
Ashlyn Bading back to serve again. Got a bit of a run here. Ashlyn Bading does into the back row to Jones. Digs it. DeVries. Carrick pushes it across the net. Pick up alive by the Knights. Hit hard by Venner. Then to DeVries. Lexi Johnson across the net. But getting under it is Schoen. Set goes to Michelson to Jones. Set to Lexi Johnson. She hits it across. Dug out. Set goes to Venner. Lexi Johnson, hard hit, but it's just outside. Point goes to the Knights.
And, and I think it's scrappy play on both ends, keeping the ball up in the air. And like I said, Abby Jones, she seems to be involved in every single play here so far.
That she does. She's been around it a lot. Serve across the net, but we're going to have a violation, a rotation violation on the Tigers. Out of position. Not something you typically see. And the Knights lead 5-3 here in the first set.
Kind of mental errors here on Red Oak.
And this Ashlyn Bading, she has been on a run.
She's been on the service line here. She's got 5 in a row.
5 in a row, Ashlyn Bading does. Tigers started off 3-0, and then here come the Knights Lexi Johnson, two-hand push across the net into the back row. It's baiting. Hit and blocked at the net. It was hit by Venner. Blocked at the net. Tigers ball 4. It's Kuemper 5, Red Oak 4 in the first set. Back to serve is Tori Carrick for the Tigers. Hard across the net, into the back row. Pushed up front. Now just two-hand push across the net by the Knights. Set goes to Lennon O'Neill. She hits it down and gets the kill. Lennon O'Neill does. And we're tied up at 5 apiece here in the first set.
And that's all you need is stop a service run here. All yourself get 1 point, and then you're right back in it, smooth sailing.
Back to serve, Tori Carrick. Tori saw the court a lot last year. 5'6" junior. Pushed across and just short. Kinsey Schoen tried to just bump it across, and it was short. And Tigers regain the lead now, 6-5 in the first set. Back to serve is Tori Carrick for the Tigers. Little jump serve from Tori. I don't remember. Did she do that last year?
She's got an ace right there.
Right there, ace serve by Tori.
And that's a strong serve. I was just going to say, Carrick has improved that serve.
I don't remember the jump serve from last year. So 7-5 now. Red Oak with the lead. Set number 1. Tori Carrick back to serve. Another jump serve. This one's soft. Into the back row to the libero. Now pushed across by Venner. Set goes to Lexi Johnson. She hits it hard, but they're there to block it.